Hey, I'm Ronnie. Let's look at this house. Okay, today we're in Saluda River Club. You have to remember one thing before I start this video, is Saluda River Club has different types of houses throughout the neighborhood. So these houses are called the cottages that are along this street. I'm in the section of the neighborhood called the Woodlands. The cottages are designed for real low maintenance living. The HOA takes care of the front yard. There's a backyard, if you will, of this property. The HOA takes care of that as well. You have pretty much main story living when it comes to the cottages. You'll have some rooms upstairs, maybe one, maybe two. But this is just one example of the type of house you can get in Saluda River Club. They range in here, and you have to remember that. So just because you're seeing this house doesn't mean you're getting a true idea of all the different types of houses that are available in Saluda River Club. So let's check out this house. It is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. Obviously you have a 2-car garage here. All this is over here is where you would put your trash. So you have a little gate and then a little section to maybe store some things and then have your trash. Give you an idea of across the street. You do have a wooded area to the side over there, which is really nice. Saluda River Club, I'll talk as I walk. Saluda River Club has 2 pools, access to the Saluda River with 3 different landings. You can go tubing, kayaking. There is a gym in here as well. Lots of community events. You have a good mix of retirees, but you also have lots of families in here as well. That's why this is designed in a way to target the retirees, but then you also have houses in here that are better off for maybe families of 2, 3, 4, however many kids you might have. There's the back of the house. You could also say it's technically the front of the house. I'm going to show you that when we get inside, and I'll go out that way. But coming off from the street, you actually enter the house through this screened-in porch right here. I like the floor. I think that's a nice detail. I also like the red of the house. It's fun. So let's go ahead and take a look at this screened-in porch that you have right here. And then if you have some chairs out there, here, you obviously have a good view of the trees. I'm going to explain a little bit more in depth what that area is once I go outside, because that area out there is a good benefit of having this home. All right, so coming in the house, you have a mudroom area. We have cabinets up top, hooks, lots of good places for storage. Down below, there are compartments for baskets. Walking in, we have engineered hardwood floors here, which I like because they're durable, more durable than regular hardwood floors. Living room off to your left. There's the door going to, I guess we'll call it the front of the house. And then coming into the living room, opens up to the kitchen. Kitchen's a big size, lots of counter space. And then you have an eat-in area over there. I will turn around here to give you the living room. Again, give you a nice shot of that. Gas fireplace, shiplap. Obviously your mount for your television. Good natural light. Nice shot of the kitchen. So coming into the kitchen, like I said, there's a good amount of countertops in here. And then you have a gas range, which people generally prefer a gas range. I see both in the area. Obviously we have electric, but we also have gas. It's nice to have gas. I prefer cooking with it. You have some storage underneath the island. Refrigerator. Microwave over the stove. And then there is a pantry right here, which I'll open up for you. I like the shelves on the door. That's always helpful to utilize the space a little bit more. And then here is your eat-in area. Will double as your dining room. It's a good size. You have a nice view of this nature kind of buffer preserve, which I'll give you another shot of that in a little bit. But that's going to be really pretty in the springtime. This all turns green and grows in really nicely. You have lots of birds, so that would be a really nice view from that dining area. Let's go across over here and check out the primary bedroom before we do anything else. Again, this house is, geared towards pretty much main story living. Good sized bedroom. You have 2 closets and of course a nice sized bathroom. So let's go into the bathroom first, and then I'll show you another angle of the bedroom. 2 sinks. Nice walk-in shower. So you don't have a bath in here. You have a nice spacious shower. And then of course your water closet. Water closets are very common here. I say water closets. I think when I started my career, I would refer to them as toilet rooms, but I have since changed the verbiage on that, and I refer to them as water closets. People like them. I've had a few clients that say they're a little claustrophobic, so they don't love them. But yeah, it's nice to have a water closet, in my opinion. Nice sized linen closet. Lots of shelves, deep. More storage there on the side of the door. So that's nice. And then let's go back into the bedroom. So again, you have 2 closets, good size. I'd probably put my bed on that wall. But of course, if you wanted to put it on this wall, you could too. It's just definitely going to overlap those windows if you did a king. I think a queen would fit between the 2 windows. This is the bigger of the 2 closets. You have a nice size walk-in closet, some shelves down at the end. You could probably put some more shelving up there if you wanted to. And then over on this side, we'll call it his closet, because let's be honest, we always get the smaller closet. So here's just another closet for you. And then this is most likely just going to be access or some storage. Yep. So you got some storage under the staircase. That's nice. All right. And then that's the primary. Let's go check out the rest of the house. So coming off of the primary, you have the laundry room. Good size. Counter space, cabinets, which I always appreciate for lots of storage. That's great. Keep all your utility stuff in here. And then of course, this is your washer and dryer hookup. Nice size laundry room. Across from the laundry room, this is just going to be your standard coat closet. And then this is most likely going to be storage. Yep, a little bit more storage. Some cans of paint. Always appreciated. Powder room for guests directly off the living area. And then while we're here, why don't we take a look at the garage, just so you can kind of see what a 2-car garage in the cottage area of Saluda River Club looks like. Good size. In fact, probably wider than some of the new construction I see. So you could definitely get 2 cars in here. They utilize this space really, really well. You have some storage racks above. I love these. I have them in my house. They're wonderful. Lots of shelving on the side. So you can get 2 cars in here. You also have space for storage, which is wonderful. You will not notice irrigation controls in here because when you're in this section of the neighborhood, the irrigation is actually included with the HOA payment. So you don't have to worry about that. Let's take you out to what we'll call the front of the house. And I'll kind of show you this nature buffer right here. So that pattern continues on the floor out here. Really, really pretty. Okay, one of the benefits of the cottages, I happen to know this neighborhood very, very well. One of the benefits of the cottages is this walking path right here is really geared towards the people that live in the cottages. So you're not allowed to drive any golf carts over here. So you won't have people just kind of perusing through. Of course, people in the neighborhood might walk through here on their daily walk, but you won't have, like I said, golf carts or anything like that coming through here. This right here is protected. It is like a natural buffer for nature. There's water that finds its way through here. But in the springtime and the summer, it's really, really pretty. You can envision all the leaves coming in, things growing. It's nice. So there are more cottages over on that side, but with some of these leaves filling in, you probably won't see them as much as you see them in the fall and winter time. But this is nice back here. It's peaceful, it's quiet. A lot of the people that live in these houses are retirees. You know, maybe you have some young professionals in here, but it's generally speaking, from my experience at least, is more so retirees. So again, you have this little nice natural buffer, and then here is the front of the house. Obviously that would be your porch. You'd have some chairs up there, and again, the HOA is going to take care of all of these beds. Now if you wanted to come in and do your own planting, you can do that, but if you didn't do anything, the HOA would mulch the beds and make sure the grass is cut and all that kind of stuff. All right, so that's the front porch for you. All right, now let's go upstairs. We're almost done with this video. We have 2 bedrooms and a full bathroom upstairs. So let's go take a look at what those rooms are like. And again, this is more gravitated towards somebody who wants primary floor living. This neighborhood is, well, before I talk more about the neighborhood, let me show you this room. Okay, so we'll go over here, and you have a nice sized closet for this bedroom right here. There's a nice view of that little buffer we were just looking at outside. Good sized bedroom. Show you the view, and then good shot of the bedroom. It's probably just an attic scuttle access. It sure is. You actually have a good amount of storage in there, which is great. And then we have one more bedroom and a full bathroom. Here's the full bath, updated. Not a lot needs to be done. You know, a house like this, there really isn't too much you need to do. You might want to come in here, change the paint on the walls, put your own touch on it, but there is no heavy updating needed for a home like this. I like these big barn sliding doors for this room. This is a spacious room. This would be great for like a bonus room situation, movie theater room, thing like that. Kind of put a big TV over there if you wanted to. And then a benefit is this storage. So let's turn on the light. You know, good amount of storage up here as well. It looks like maybe whoever lived here got very creative and built some additional storage over there, which is cool. Oh yeah, obviously your HVAC, good amount of storage. And then I'll walk you through the house one more time on the way out. So I'll talk to you about the neighborhood again. So it is a golf cart community. Like I said, there are 2 gyms. There are 2 different clubhouses. You can rent out both of them if you wanted to entertain and do things like that. I will turn around my camera. So, like I said, there's 2 different clubhouses in here. You have 2 different pools. One of the pools is geared towards an adult pool, and the other one is more where the families go. We have multiple playgrounds in here. There's lots of green space. We do a July 4th parade in here with our golf carts. We do a fireworks show. During Christmas, Santa Claus comes. We have the Easter Bunny come during Easter. It is a wonderful neighborhood. And it is, again, geared towards all different, stages in life. We have the families with the young kids. We have young professionals in here, but we also have, like I said, retirees. We see a lot of families with the kids move in, and then before you know it, grandma and grandpa want to move into the neighborhood as well. So we get a lot of that too. So again, great neighborhood, all kinds of amenities, all kinds of different price points in terms of housing, and also different types of houses depending on where you're at in your life. If this video was helpful, if you want to talk to me more about Saluda River Club, I'd be happy to chat with you. Let me know if you have any questions.